Wells goes out and goes to the internet, grabs articles and grabs stories to then rewrite, regenerate, and produce brand new AI-generated articles based on the original ones that we gather.
That is an article writing demo from HeyWire AI on its content generation engine called Wells. The final product will be a bit different, but it offers a look at the possibilities of how artificial intelligence software could be used in journalism. Alex Cohen spoke with Raees, the founder of the publishing group Hey SoCal and tech startup HeyWire AI, about this technology, and he began by explaining an experiment recently conducted with the Hey SoCal newsroom.
One of the tools that we looked at bringing efficiency to generating greater scale of content was AI. And at the time, this is long before ChatGPT came out, and there's it's become a household name. And we've been working with AI. I'm also a technologist. I've worked on other technology companies and such. And we've been working with AI since 2015. So we started looking at tools that generate content. And we discovered that none of them were really up to par to generate journalistic quality content, something that we would be proud to put into our newspapers or on heysocal.com. But so it actually was counterproductive and not really up to par. But we just, being geeks and like technologists ourselves, we decided to build our own, to take this technology and improve on it. So about a year and a half ago, we started going down this path. We built the architecture for enhanced AI performance for generation of news content.
And you kind of, as I understand, ran a little bit of a test to see how your AI would fare. I don't want to say compete, but how it would come up with a product compared with a human being. What did you do?
So just really casually in our own organization, we had all of our editorial staff generate their own content, generate articles, and then we had similar articles generated by AI. And we didn't tell them which was which, and we switched them all around. And 9 out of 10 took the AI written story and thought that was the actual more human, that was better written, sounded more, human.
Organic, maybe, yeah.
More organic, more human. And so that was just really interesting to us. That was one of the first things we did, just to sort of gauge, can this be done?
Yeah.
So we did a little bit of work preliminary. We tested that, and then we decided to just go all in and build out, a full product.
Yeah. So what are the benefits? Make the elevator pitch here. Here's why AI could be super helpful in the world of journalism.
Yeah, so first and foremost, we're committed to journalism. I mean, I founded the newspaper company 28 years ago, and it's out of a passion for journalism, for bringing light to darkness, and being in the industry, empowering journalists, and so on. So as we were going through that process that I just explained, we thought, well, we're doing this for ourselves to bring greater efficiency. But how could this help the entire industry? How could we bring this to everyone else? And so how we look at it is, a lot of journalism today is not original investigative reporting or being out there doing original work, right? There's a lot of sit on the computer, look up all the other existing news stories, and rewrite that, write your own original version of that and post that. A large percentage of our industry is that.
Yeah.
And so that takes away, and since we have limited resources now, like a lot of newsrooms have shrunk, as you know.
Absolutely.
The smaller number of people that we have aren't able to go out and do the type of work that they used to do 20 years ago, which was go out, interview people, and go meet with the mayor, go meet with da-da-da-da, right? So we thought if we could take this mundane work of regurgitating existing news away from journalists, they can actually then take their time and shift to doing what they're passionate about, which is original investigative pieces.
Which sounds great on the face of it, for sure. I mean, it almost brings to mind for me the modern home conveniences of a dishwasher or a washing machine, right? They do those kind of tedious chores for you. You're able to do that. You spend more time with your kids or your spouse or whatever.
There's utility to it. Yeah.
Right. What do you see as the potential downside to AI in a newsroom, even if it's doing these more kind of, let's just face it, they're kind of more mundane tasks of the job.
Sure. We don't allow, the name of our AI product is Wells, and we don't allow Wells to self-publish. So it only generates stories once it's been verified and given to an editor, provided to an editor to then go and do further verification and publish that. The downside, I could see if there was a news organization that was not interested in generating original content at all, they could just do this and not have journalists. But I imagine if that's something they wanted to do, that's probably something they're doing now.
Any worries? I mean, they're pulling off of wires and things like that. Any worries that the machines would take over so much that basically AI is reporting on what AI is reporting on, that like humans are just completely out of the equation and you lose that quality control?
Well, I think you always need original content. If they installed AI on a robot that could go sit at a city council meeting,
then we got something to worry about.
Or go out and go to an event and take a camera and walk around and interview people. That's, we're not there. Yeah. We're not involved with that. We're not there. But at the moment, we can only address what's in the moment, right? And in the moment, our entire mission, we're dedicated to empowering local original journalism. And this is an augmentation tool to allow journalists and publishers to accommodate that.
It's fascinating stuff. I hope I still have a job in this future. Raees, founder and CEO of HeyWire AI, thank you so much for dropping by.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.